in. Mag je nu drukken? Rustig. Elise! Oh, wat hard, jongens. Wat nou?
All right. Well, today I wanted to show how women react to unattractive men using clips from the show Take Me Out, which was like a popular dating show back in the day where women would turn their lights off if they found a guy unattractive and kept their lights on if they found him really attractive. As well as I'll use a few other examples from other videos so you can see in real time how women react to men that are kind of conventionally unattractive. I'll be breaking it down and talking about the reasons for why the women reacted the way they did.
Wie wil er een nieuwe vent? Nieuwe vent, laat maar zien wie je bent!
So even just going off of these girls' facial expressions, they're definitely not excited. These girls kind of have more of a bored, like stone cold look on their face. There's not a lot of cheering. There's not a lot of laughter. There's not a lot of noise from their end. And it's tough, but he's already kind of screwed from the get-go based on what I see already.
Dag dames, ik ben Johnny, 21 jaar jong en ik kom uit Den Haag.
Mag ik het horen voor Johnny? Johnny uit Den Haag! Ga je maten? Goed dan. Johnny is een vrolijke jongen en zo is hij het heel basic. Ja, toch qua uiterlijk heel basic. Het uiterlijk, daar gaat het om, daar mag je hem op beoordelen. Dus hou je het aan of maak je het uit. Een paar seconden bedenktijd en die tijd die gaat nu in. Mag je nu drukken? Rustig. Wat hard, jongens. Wat nou?
Ja, mag ik nog wat zeggen?
Maar...
Dat dacht ik al.
Ja, nou ja, weet je, ja,
ik wil wat zeggen.
Je mag wat zeggen, tuurlijk mag je wat zeggen. Dat mag je altijd.
Het zijn allemaal potten.
Het zijn allemaal potten.
Als zo'n playboy voor je komt, heb je geen kans. Het zijn allemaal scheidwijven. Nou, laat me ze opdonderen, laat me zitten. Heb je niks aan die wijven. Nou, dames, ik ben een lieve, leuk, gezellige jongen. Dus als jullie interesse hebben, dan moeten jullie maar...
Oh man, that is so brutal. Like, I really feel for Johnny from The Hague because, God, like, I can't imagine going on a show and being in front of like 30 women, in front of a live crowd, being broadcasted on TV. And God forbid there's a YouTube video called Johnny from The Hague. Like, it's just like, that's got to be the biggest humiliation ritual of all time. And the fact that they're playing, do you really want to hurt me? Like right after he gets rejected by 30 women, that is insanely brutal. Like I really feel bad for Johnny, but it really goes to show, I think with Johnny, the biggest problems that I see, he walks out and like immediately, I hate to say this, I don't mean to sound mean, but I honestly couldn't tell if it was a guy or a girl. And I think the biggest flaws that Johnny has are, I mean, the first thing that sticks out literally is, you know, he's got these really big protruding ears. He's got a large hook nose. You know, he's got a haircut that just doesn't match his overall look. I mean, he's got like a double chin. He's overweight. You know, he's got these big hoop earrings. Like there's a lot that he could improve upon. I think if he, you know, lost some weight, he got down to a lower body fat, got rid of the double chin, and then, you know, grew his hair out a little bit longer. And ditched the hoop earrings. I feel like that would be a good start for him. And obviously, you know, he can upgrade his style a little bit. He's kind of wearing like he kind of reminds me of the show Jersey Shore, how like Paulie and Vinny and Mike would dress back in the day when they would go out to the bars and the boardwalk. But honestly, I really feel bad for Johnny. I feel like I would get PTSD if I went on the show and I got rejected by 30 women. Like that's got to be really brutal. And, you know, he took it in stride and, you know, he did rage quit. But I think in the moment, you know, I think he was subconsciously fearing, he didn't really want to sit through all the girls basically answering why they're not attracted to him. And then him having to just sit there. I think he just really wanted to get out of there. I think he was probably having a lot of anxiety and he just wanted to get out of there as soon as possible and flip them off. And, you know, like I said, I respect anyone who went on that show. Like to go on a show like Take Me Out, to stand in front of 30 women and have them like judge you in real time in front of a live audience. Like that takes fucking balls, and I respect it. So I definitely understand where he's coming from. And Johnny, if you're out there, I hope you're doing well.
Welcome to the show, sir. Take it away and give it your best shot.
Hello, lady. My name is Emmett, and I'm from Roscommon.
Hey! Girls, that's Emmett from Roscommon, but tell us, are you turned on or turned off?
Shocking.
Ooh.
No, nah.
Relax. Relax on the buttons, will you?
I think the vast majority of women turning their lights out is kind of to be expected. I think with this guy Emmett, he's got a pretty tough starting point. I mean, for one, he's completely bald. He's rocking the Dr. Phil haircut, you know, like shiny bald on top, some hair on the sides, and just not a good look. And he's also on the much shorter side. I can't tell exactly how tall he is, but he's probably, 5'5", 5'6". He's really skinny. He's got very thin eyebrows. Just not a very attractive face. He's kind of has a lot of things going against him. And I think when you're short, you're skinny, you're bald, you're unattractive, like it's just a recipe for disaster for your dating life. So I'm not surprised that the vast majority of women turn their lights off.
Get off them. 23 gone. Still 7 girls remaining. Emmett, I'm going to go out there and pick a fight on your behalf. Are you ready?
Go for it.
You stay here where it's safe. Okay. I'm going out. Latanya! You were first out in that round. Tell us why.
I tell you why, nothing against yourself, only I'm from Roscommon originally, so I came here to get away from the Roscommon lads. You know yourself. Sorry though.
Does that mean you've used up all the local resources?
No, there's just none good enough for me.
Oh man, this girl's so full of shit. If she was super attracted to him, she would look at it as a big plus that he was from her hometown. She'd be thinking, wow, we probably have so much in common. We probably know the same people. We've probably been to the same restaurants. Like she would look at that as such a positive, but because, she's not attracted to him, she's using the fact that he's from the same town as her as kind of like a cop out for why she rejected him. And really she's thinking deep down, it's because of his appearance. But I mean, she's being nice and kind of like conserving his feelings.
Let's head over this side and talk to Nadine. Nadine, what happened?
Kind of looks a bit old, and he's baldy like me dad, and
Okay. Shannon, lights off for you as well. I'm doing my best for you here.
It's just the hair, the lack of, I'm sorry.
Look, I think you should get a hairbrush.
Oh!
Yeah, this was savage on both ends. Like, I mean, he came back with a really good comeback, and she was super shocked. But to be honest, I actually respect these two girls because they actually are telling the truth. They're telling him straight up that they don't like his bald head. And, the one girl is like, he's balding like my dad. And she can't picture herself, being with a bald guy. She's just not attracted to bald men, and reminds her of her father, who's probably 30 years older than her. And really it comes down to like being bald is just, it's not preferable for women. Like a lot of women just don't like bald guys. They're just not going to date them. There are a certain amount of women who still do find bald men attractive. But I think in Emmett's case, because short, he's skinny, he's got an unattractive face, and he's bald, it's kind of like the kiss of death. And at least these girls were being honest.
It's okay. He's not working. It's fine. Madison, talk to me. You left your light on as well, missus. Why is that?
I have to confess, I have a soft spot for baldies.
Good for him. Like I said, there are a certain amount of women who do find bald men attractive. It just happens to be a very, very small percentage of women. And typically the bald men they do find attractive, they're usually tall. They're usually, in really good shape. They're usually, have a sharp jawline, attractive face. But good for him. Like he might have lucked out here.
Dude, you've got 7 girls remaining. All those lights are still on in front of you, and we have another round ahead of us. Another chance to impress our fickle ladies. But what will they think after they take a look at this? Remember, girls, if you're feeling nothing, hit that button.
If someone was making toast
And I'd wait a few minutes until they're eating it, and then I'd go around and just clean out the counter and get the mini hoover out and get all the crumbs. I have 400 DVDs and I have them all in alphabetical order. I don't like when they're messed up because when I'm looking for something, I know where to find it. If it's messed up, then it'll just drive me crazy. Previous girlfriends loved when I did the cleaning because it saved them having to do all the work. If I met a girl who was messy, it wouldn't drive me crazy because I'd enjoy cleaning up after her.
And goddamn, since when is like cleaning and organizing DVDs in alphabetical order a turnoff? That's why I think even the girls that left their lights on, they still weren't attracted to him, and they were just doing that out of like sheer pity because they didn't want to hurt his feelings and give him a sheer blackout like Johnny from The Hague. So I think they were just looking for any excuse possible to basically turn their lights off, and they were going to do it anyway.
Just let me get in the middle. Madison, why'd you leave your light on?
I'm also a neat freak.
Okay, right. So you like to keep things nice and tidy.
Yeah.
Do you alphabetize your DVD collection as well?
No, I'm not that obsessive.
Not that obsessive. Well, maybe you can all, each learn something from each other, yeah?
Absolutely.
Happy enough. All right, okay. Lads, I want you to enjoy your date tonight. And for your date, we're sending you someplace you can really feel the joy. Because most of the bouncers have done time there. Because you're going to Shifters!
Hey, good for Emmett. I mean, if he actually lucked out with this girl, he got incredibly lucky because she's actually pretty attractive or fairly attractive. There's two things that I question. The first question I have is, like, did they actually go on this date, or was she just hired for this show to, be the girl that gives him a chance? And two, if they did go on this date, how did the date go, and are they still dating today? And like I said, I don't want to, I don't want to speculate, but I'd love to hear how that date went. And there are off chances where an unattractive guy, does luck out with a fairly attractive girl. But it just happens, I think, more and more as time goes on, as we kind of get into this more globalized dating marketplace. These types of like mismatched couples tend to happen a lot less from my experience. But hey, if this worked out for Emmett, Emmett got a big W here.
You're too ugly to be asking this shit, dude. I'm sorry.
You're right.
I'm
Okay.
sorry.
Yeah. You don't have ass.
So something unattractive guys deal with is like ruthless girls like this. And I think in his case, he was just kind of he was probably asking her like a funny question, and she just kind of lashed out, and she's just like, "You're too ugly to be asking this shit, dude." And I think this is very common, actually. Like when you are someone who's objectively unattractive, a lot of girls, they definitely get very repulsed instinctively, and they want to get out of the situation, get out of the conversation as quickly as possible. I think this girl was just so like repulsed by him that she wanted to just get out of there as soon as she could. So she made up an excuse of like lashing out on him.
I'm currently single.
Oh shit! It's my birthday.
It's your birthday? How old? How many years?
25.
25! That's a good year!
Well, how old are you?
I'm 21 years old.
Do I have a chance to get your number?
I don't know, that age gap might be a little too deep for me.
Wait, 3 years?
So I know this girl's trying to spare his feelings because she's not attracted to him. I think when she looks at him, she sees a Dr. Phil balding haircut. She sees a weak jaw, weak chin, big nose. She just sees an unattractive guy in front of her, and she wants to spare his feelings, and she doesn't want to tell him the real reason she won't date him and won't give him a chance. So she uses the fact that they have a 3-year age gap as a way to kind of politely reject him. But she would definitely date a 24-year-old if she found them attractive. She might even date a 28, 30-year-old if she found them attractive enough. It has nothing to do with the 3-year age gap, and I think people can clearly see that.
What's your name?
Kenzie.
Huh?
No, when I say banging, it's like
You said what's your name?
Kenzie.
No. What's your name, man?
Kenzie?
Kenzie?
Yeah.
Oh, I never met a Kenzie before.
Really?
No, never. For real though. Hey though, I'm gonna let you be.
Okay.
Cause your name Kenzie.
Okay.
And I can't spell that.
Okay.
So this girl is showing a lot of signs that she's not attracted to Adrian Broner. She's giving him one-word answers repeatedly. When he's leaning his face into her, she's looking away. She's rolling her eyes. She's looking around like, hey, can someone help me? And women will do this when they find a guy unattractive, especially if he's getting real close to her at like a bar or club. They start to look around, they start to panic and give one-word answers, and they're just hoping that the guy takes the hint. And I think in Adrian Berner's case is he really let himself go. He gained a lot of weight. He's got a big beer gut. He looks a lot older. His skin's like looks a lot more rough. He's gained a lot of weight in his face, and you know, especially younger women, like they're not going to respond well to a guy like this.
So maybe.
We met before.
No, but I'm just saying though. But we gotta re-meet.
Okay. Maddie.
Maybe.
Maddie, nice.
You Maddie. You my baddie though. You know what I'm saying? Now let's just take a shot.
I got all this food.
But you cheated on me.
I didn't cheat on you.
You cheated on me.
Thank you. Oh my God, give me this. Let me get the.
And when you're an unattractive guy, those 3 things that she did are going to happen pretty frequently. So for one, you know, I think when a lot of unattractive guys walk up to girls and introduce themselves, like you'll notice that the girl is like visibly uncomfortable and kind of looking around in all directions, like looking for a way to like get out of the situation or have someone save her. Number 2 is like when he tries to like initiate the handshake, she like doesn't want to touch his hand. She doesn't really want to be near him. And when he tries to kind of pull her in close, she finds a way to get out of the situation. You know, she backs up and then she moves around him and like moves to the other side of the kitchen. And I think this is all subconscious. When they see a really unattractive guy, they just really want to get out of there, and they have this like fight or flight response that you're seeing in real time. Well, this is my take on how women react to unattractive men. If you've enjoyed this video, feel free to give it a like, feel free to comment down below, and feel free to subscribe. Until next time, ladies and gentlemen, cheers.